Hi, I'm Patricia, and I'm a student at AUT studying a Bachelor of Creative Technologies. I'm also just your average overly hyped up person who can't speak in front of large crowds. So when I was still in primary school, I had my heart set on being a flight attendant. I don't know why, but I was. Then I moved on to wanting to do architecture, because I thought that being an architect would be fun. Turns out it was not that fun, because drawing buildings all day was not something that I wanted to do. Then I looked into music, because I was always interested in music as a child, and I was also studying it in school. But then I realized that it wasn't really something that I wanted to do 24/7 due to my sister doing that as well. So then I looked into drawing, because I was always quite interested in wanting to draw a comic or something. But I found out that I didn't really have any of the patience that I needed to actually make a whole entire comic series. So I then looked at voice acting. But that was very short-lived, because I don't know how to act or voice act, for that matter. Anyway, there was even more that I wanted to do as a child, but I can't remember now, because I was a bit too ambitious and I just randomly whacked stuff onto my bucket list. In my final year at high school, I was still confused as to what I should do, what I should be, and where I want to study. And it turns out I wasn't the only one, because everyone in my class was so frantic about where they wanted to go, and it just seemed that we were just all thrown into the deep end of the pool. And then one day in graphics class, my friend pointed out that there was a course at this school called Media Design School that would kind of look into things like game design, and I was quite interested in that. Because games, specifically video games, were a huge part of my childhood, as well as playing outside and watching TV. Anyway, I just wanted to know how people developed video games and how the concepts came to be. So after that, I went full ham on going through their entire website to see what kind of courses they would offer and what courses I would be interested in. And the one that popped out to me the most from their website was the Bachelor of Creative Technologies. Although I didn't want to restrict myself just to media design school, so I also went online to search which other universities offered this program as well. And the only other university in Auckland that offered this program was AUT. What I found interesting at the open day was that all they were doing was showcasing their video games as opposed to other things in their creative technologies section. And I think that was something that was quite off-putting, because that's just focusing on one thing throughout the whole year, and I didn't want to do that. So when I looked into AUT, I found it was quite interesting that it was a lot less video game oriented and it was more creativity based. And I think that could help me in developing my creative ideas, because I never really had the chance to do that in high school, because we never really had that creative freedom to do so. So I'm still not quite sure about what a creative technologist is, and I'm also not too sure about what I want to do in the future, but I'm certain that I'll come to a conclusion, or something like a conclusion, during my study at AUT, because the economy keeps changing, so I'm not too sure what kind of jobs I want to do yet. And it's only the 3rd week since I've started learning here, so I think I have a lot more time and more space to learn, and yeah, find out what I want to do in the future after I graduate. So instead of setting something into stone, I think I'll just go where the tide leads me and find out what I can do from there.